Hey, I'm Molly Longo, and I'm here with writer Brandi Perry, who is about to release her second book, A Whisper on the Bayou. And I have just a few questions for her. So, how did you get started as a writer?
I started writing in May of '09. I had brain surgery in April 15th of '09, and I was kind of stuck in the house, so I didn't have anything else to do. And I had a few ideas of books that I wanted to write, but of course in my mind I wanted to write them 40 years from now. So I started working on one, and it became a therapy to me. And so I spent day and night writing, and 3 months later we have our first book, Wayward Justice.
Awesome. Tell me about your first book release.
My first book release, we kind of did it as a test and a trial and error. We didn't really know what was going on or anything about book publishing or releasing, but I found a fantastic publishing company, Publish America, and they kind of walked me through the whole thing. We had a few interviews and a few signings here and there, but we really didn't attack it like we want to do with the second one.
Awesome. So how do you come up with ideas for what you write?
Some of the ideas I've just thought about after stories people have told me. Others, I have several books planned about some of the historical events of Marion County, so those will hopefully come about in the next couple of years, and discover those from talking to Chris Watts at the Historical Society. But most of them are just ideas that come up out of nowhere. I may dream something that I want to put into a book, or otherwise somebody may tell just a little story, and then I take that story and turn it into something that I could imagine actually happening.
So when is your next book due to be released?
Well, this one, A Whisper on the Bayou, will be out August 21st, and the next book we're working on is Best Seat in the House, which is a love story. I guess you would say not one of the older types of love stories. It's a true love story, something that I would imagine being in love felt like.
Tell me about A Whisper on the Bayou.
A Whisper on the Bayou, the best way I can describe it is a high school drama gone bad. It does take place in a high school in fictional Channing Bayou, Louisiana, and there's an incident where one of the characters is a schizophrenic, and she has a hard time distinguishing fact from fiction. And during one of her bouts, she commits a terrible crime, and then realizes that no matter what she confesses or what medicine she takes for her schizophrenia, she'll never be able to get away from the crime that she committed.
What kind of promotional events are you going to have?
Besides interviews in town, 2nd Street Bean is going to host my book release party on August the 18th at 6:30. And we have several book signings already, scheduled, such as we have 2 on the coast, 1 in Jackson, and we've been invited to the Crosstown Festival in Cleveland, Mississippi. And they sponsor 10 or 12 new authors every year, and kind of put them on a stage for everyone to buy their new release.
Awesome. Where will the book be available?
It will be available at the Frame Connection here in Columbia, also at 2nd Street Bean in Columbia, Books A Million, Barnes & Nobles, Amazon.com, and Publish America.
Awesome. Well, it seems like you have a lot of stuff going for you now. What are your plans for the future?
Plans for the future, I actually have found what I've always wanted to do, even though I didn't know that's what I wanted to do. It kind of came up by accident, but from here I've got 20 more novel ideas planned, and my publicist Melinda Mongo, she and I are going to work on some children's books, and it involves a little turtle, a 4-year-old turtle named Tallulah, and so we have a lot planned. And also I just started my own publishing company, and Melinda and I are co-partners in that, and we sell to casinos and boutiques across the Southeast.
So, thank you.
Well, thank you for the interview.